Today I'm going to do the Karl Marx walk. I'm going to start here at Archway Underground station. Just give you a view. When you leave the station, you're going to bear to your left and head round up to Highgate Hill. As I said, when you leave Archway station, you head up here up to Highgate Hill, and then we're going to be turning left into Magdala Avenue, heading towards Waterloo Park and to Karl Marx grave in Highgate Cemetery. Just give you a quick panoramic view of where I am. And as I said, we just continue up Highgate Hill and we'll be bearing to our left to Magdala Avenue, heading towards Highgate Cemetery. Okay, when you reach the Winton Stone Cat, we'll be turning to our left. I've just turned left into Magdala Avenue, just continue straight to the end. Okay, you'll be passing the Winton Health Centre. At the end of Magdala Avenue, you turn right into DARTMOUTH Park Hill and continue up the hill till you reach Waterloo Park. Okay, that's where I've come from. DARTMOUTH Park Hill, and as I said, when you reach the top here, you go through the gates of Waterloo Park and just continue straight in front, burn to your left all the time. As I said, keep burn to your left, run past the playground and the pond. We're heading towards Highgate Cemetery where Karl Marx is buried. You can see through the railings Highgate Cemetery. Just continue straight and we'll be coming up by the Swains Lane entrance of Waterloo Park and Highgate Cemetery, the entrance to Highgate Cemetery. Go through the gate, bear to your left, and we're at Highgate Cemetery. Now there's a fee to get into the cemetery, it's £4 at the moment, and you've got to book in advance because of this COVID virus. I'm looking at the entrance to the West Cemetery, which is the oldest part of Highgate Cemetery. Karl Marx is buried in the East Cemetery, which is there on my left. I'll be going through that gate there, and we'll be heading down to Karl Marx. Continue down the path until you get to a fork, and then you take the left-hand fork. Now Karl Marx has two burial places. I'm going to take you to the original. As I said, when you come to the fork, you bear to your left, and we're heading for the first grave of Karl Marx, his wife. In front is Karl Marx grave, the present grave, but I'm going to show you the original one. Now the path on my left will take you up by George Eliot, Mary Ann Evans and her long-term lover Henry Lewis, who's buried beside her. But as I said, we're going to go to where Karl Marx was buried originally, so we're going to turn down this path here on my right. Okay, when you get to this spot on the path on the left, you go in by the gravestone in front. As I said, you take the path in front, and Karl Marx's original grave is a flat stone grave on your left. Karl Marx's grave is where those two girls are standing. Karl Marx's wife Jenny was buried here first in 1881, and Karl Marx died a year and a half later. No, there wasn't many people at his funeral, but Frederick Engels gave a speech, and he said on the 14th of March 1883 at 2:45, he said, "A great mind stopped thinking." ceased to think. Engels said that the greatest living thinker had ceased to think. Also buried here was Helena DARTMOUTH, and she was the housekeeper to the family for most of all her life, as well as Harry Longgood, who was the grandson of Karl Marx. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head straight ahead, and we're going to come to the main monument, which was erected by the Communist Party 1954. So we'll just go straight ahead. Okay, that's where I've just come from, Karl Marx's original grave. Now we're going to go to the one which is recognised all over the world, with the Lawrence Bradshaw sculpture of Karl Marx's head on top. Well, Karl Marx, his wife Jenny, Harry Longgood and Helena DARTMOUTH were all moved up here in 1954. In 1924, the Russian government petitioned the Home Secretary to have Karl Marx remains removed and sent back or sent to Russia. The British Communist Party told the Russians that Karl Marx belonged to all communists. A view of where I am. Right, the next part of the walk is I'm going to the site where Karl Marx and his wife Jenny died, which is down by Haverstock Hill. When we leave the cemetery, we'll be bearing left down Swains Lane, and we'll be heading towards Maitland Park Road, where Karl Marx died. Giving you a panoramic view where I've just been. I've just left the cemetery, and as I said, we're just going to bear to our left and we're heading towards Maitland Park Road. So we'll just continue down Swains Lane. Okay, when you get to this point on the road, you just continue straight along Swains Lane. We'll be heading into Hampstead Heath shortly. Cross over the zebra crossing into the park on the hill and continue straight. Now you turn left up by the dog's pond to reach here at the top of Kite Hill. So let's give you a view across London. Okay, from here we're going to head towards Fleet Road, down by the Royal Free Hospital. So just continue straight. Continue straight in front. Okay, continue across the path in front. Okay, when you get to the Hampstead Ponds here, all you do is continue and bear to your left. We're heading towards Southend Green. Just continue straight until we leave the park. Continue straight down. Now, when Karl Marx and his family lived in Dean Street, this used to be a great treat for them to come up here on a Sunday and have a picnic. But as I said, we just continue till we leave. And we're heading down towards the Royal Free Hospital. In front is the Royal Free Hospital. We just continue straight past in Hampstead Heath Station. Hampstead Heath Station. Okay, that's where I've just come down from, past in Hampstead Heath Station. I'll just give you a panoramic view of where I am. In front, as I said, is the Royal Free, and all we do is just continue straight in front, going down by Fleet Road. Okay, we cross over the zebra crossings and head along Fleet Road. Okay, we're on Fleet Road. We're going to cross over and we'll be turning right by Southampton Road. Just continue straight in front till we turn right by Southampton Road. Okay, when you get to this point on Fleet Road, we turn right now into Southampton Road. Okay, you'll be passing St Dominic's Catholic Church here. Okay, and by the church, and what we do now is cross over, and then we'll be turning left on Grafton Terrace. Okay, when you get to the Southampton, so you turn to your left, and we'll be coming to what the first home of Karl Marx. I'm standing now in front of 46 Grafton Terrace, and back in 1855 this was number 9 Fitzroy Road, and this is where the Marx family moved to from Soho. I've got my back against number 46 Grafton Terrace where Karl Marx lived in 1855, and what we're going to do is go to the place where he died, him and his wife died. So we cross over the road by the hoardings there, and we're going to head into Maitland Park Road. To get to Maitland Park Road we have to go through here. Okay, when you come through the passageway, all you do is bear to your left, and then we'll come to the place or the site where Karl Marx died. In front is the site of what was 41 Maitland Park Road. This is where Karl Marx died on the 14th of March 1883. His wife died here 15 months previously in 1881 journey. When you reach this end of Maitland Park Road, you just bear to your left. In front is the Grange. Now, going back to about 1864, there was a house here, number 1 Medina Terrace, and this was the second home of Karl Marx and his family up here in Maitland Park Road. And he left here after some of the girls, 2 of his daughters married and downsized to the house we just visited, which was 41 Maitland Park Road, which is demolished where he died. Just give you a panoramic view of where I am. I'm just giving you a view of where I've been. That's the Grange over there. Well, this is the end of the Karl Marx walk. So what I'm going to do, that's the Prince of Wales Road. I'll just give you a view, take you all the way to Kentish Town. In front you've got Haverstock Hill, so we're going to go down Haverstock Hill towards Chalk Farm Underground Station, and that's the end of the Karl Marx walk. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Well, I've just come down and met Chalk Farm Underground Station, about a 2-minute walk from Maitland Park Road. Just give you a panoramic view of where I am. And this is the end of the Karl Marx walk.